Welcome back to computer science class. In the last session, we discussed a new data structure, that is linked list. Here, linked list is a linear collection of data items. Linked list is a linear collection of data items. Here, data items are called nodes. Data items are called nodes. Then, linearity is defined by the pointer. In terms of, it is a pointer. Here, every node have two parts. Every node have two parts. One is the data part, another one is the link part. The data part is also called information part. It is also called information part. Then the information part or data part actually holds the data. The information part actually holds the data. Then the link part stores the address of the next node. It stores the address of the next node. Hence, the linearity is defined by the pointers. It is also a collection of items, but items are called nodes. Then every node have two parts. One is data part and link part. Then the linearity is depends on the pointers. But the difference between stack queue and linked list is stack queues are implemented using static memory allocation, but linked list is always a dynamic memory allocation. It is always a dynamic memory allocation. Then the linked list uses the dynamic memory allocation, that is called avoid. It is a unallocated memory space. It is a unallocated nodes. A while is a unallocated nodes. Collection of unallocated nodes are called a while. If you create a node, then nodes are deleted from the a while. Then those nodes are added to the or inserted to the linked list. If you delete a node in a linked list, if you delete any node in a linked list, that is again go back to the a while. Here a while is a collection of unallocated nodes. Then it is also called storage pool. So it is also called storage pool. Storage pool or pool of storage. What is avail here? Avail is a collection of node. It is a unallocated nodes. Then when we want a node or we wish to insert a node to the linked list, if you insert a node to the linked list, then nodes are deleted from the a while, inserted to the linked list. If you delete a node in a linked list, deleted nodes are again joined to the a while or come back to the a while. Here a while is a unallocated nodes, collection of unallocated nodes. Let's see the operations on linked list. Operations on linked list. The first operation on linked list is creating a new linked list. Creating a new linked list. Next one is inserting a item to the linked list. Inserting a item to the linked list. Third one is deleting a item from linked list. Deleting a item from linked list. Next one is searching. Searching a item in linked list. Searching a item in linked list. Then fifth one is sorting. Sorting a linked list item. Sorting a linked list item. Then last one is merging. Merging two or more linked list. Merging two or more linked list. So these are the 6 operations on linked list. First one is we have to create a new linked list. Then while creating the linked list, again we have to choose a node from away. Basically the linked list is empty. So that is the process creating. To create a linked list, we have to choose a node from the away. Then basically it is empty. Initially it is empty. Next one is inserting a item to the linked list. Again, to insert a element to the linked list, we have to select a node from the away. Deleting a item from linked list. If you delete a item from the linked list, then deleted nodes, here items are the nodes, deleted nodes are go back to the away. Next one is searching a item in linked list. Here we have to search a item or we have to search a location of the given item. Sorting a linked list. Here sorting means we have to arrange the linked list element. Here linked list elements are the nodes. Linked list node either ascending or descending order. Next one is merging two or more linked list. We have to merge the two or more linked list. Next we discuss how to create a linked list. Before going to create a linked list, we have to create a node. Here node is a combination of both data and link. It is a node. Then linked list. Linked list is a collection of nodes. First have a start address. Next it is a collection of linear nodes or linear collection of nodes. This is the general structure of node. The first node stores the beginning, explains the beginning. Then it stores the address of the first node. The start stores the address of the first node. Basically, start is a pointer. It stores the address of the first node. Say here first node is n1, n2, then n3. Start is a pointer, stores the address of the first node. Then the link part of the last node stores the null value. Link part of the last node stores the null value. That is the end of an linked list. Then the linearity is in terms of pointers. That is the basic concept. Using this concept, now we create a linked list. But every node, if you create a linked list means we have to create a nodes. Every node have two parts. One is data part, another one is link part. Where data stores the actual value, link is a pointer. It stores the address of the next node. So to create a node, we use the structure. Already we know the structure. We know the structure. Structure is a collection of elements. Structure is a collection of elements. It is in the heterogeneous form because here we combine both data and pointer. Both are in different data types. Heterogeneous means both are in different data types but share the same name. See the structure of structure, that is begins with struct then structure name, that is called tag name, structure name or tag name, then data type, variable name, again data type, variable, so on. Finally it terminates, it is a defining a structure. Then this is only a template do not reserve any memory location, only structure variables reserves a memory. To create a structure variable, again we use tag name, then variable 1, variable 2, so on, so these are the variables. Then these variables reserves a memory for the structure members. Using this logic, we have to create a node, because node is a heterogeneous collection of elements. One is the data, another one is the link, but both are in the same name, that is node. Hence it is a heterogeneous. To create a node, we use the example, that is struct, begins with a keyword struct, then a node. Here node is a name of the structure. Under that, integer of data, node of star of link, then close the structure. Then to create a number of nodes, then node n1, n2, n3, so on. So this is the example for creating a node. Either here nodes are the variables, or it may be an pointer. Here nodes are the variables, or it may be an pointers. Then n1, n2, n3 represents here. So these are the nodes. Like this, we have to create a linked list. What we done here? So here every node have two parts, one is data part and link part, but together we call it as a single node. Hence node is a heterogeneous collection of element. To create a heterogeneous collection of element, we define the structure. Under this structure, we declare data part and link part. See here, another one is the node of star of link. This is called self-referential structure. Why it is self-referential? The link part of the same type. What is the name of the structure? Node. The link part of the same type. Hence, it is a self-referential structure. Here, what is self-referential structure? Structure member of the same type. The structure have structure member of the same type, that is called self-referential structure. Here it is a self-referential. Why it is? Because this is the link part, it is belongs to the same node, it stores the address of the next node of the same type. Stores the address of the next node of the same type. Hence it is a self-referential structure. It creates a node. Then it is only an template. If you want n number of nodes, then we create a n number of variables for the defined structures. Then n1, n2, n3, every n1, n2, n3 reserves a memory for the structure members. Here structure members are data and link part. That is, if it is a n1, then n1 reserves the memory for data and link part. Because n1 is a variable. Variables reserves the memory for structure members. Already we discussed in the first PUC. Similarly, n1 reserves memory for data and link. Then n2 is again one more variable. Again it reserves memory for data part and link part. where link is a self-referential. So automatically it represents a node. It represents a node. Just we have to join these nodes to create a linked list. It is a procedure to create a node. Creating a node itself is creating a linked list. Just we have to link the addresses through pointer. Is the concept creating a linked list. Let's discuss traversal in a linked list. Just add, this is also one of the operations on linked list. I left there. Just add traversal. It is a second operations on linked list. First one is creating, second one is traversal, third one is insertion, fourth one is deletion, fifth one is sorting, searching and merging. So these are the operations. Just add the traversal. Then here is a procedure to traversal in a linked list. The traversal is different from queue and array and stack because it is a dynamic memory allocation. It is a collection of nodes. So the traversal is different than the array representation. To traversal in a linked list, these are the procedures. First one, to begin with, move to the first node. We must know the starting address of the node. So the pointer start stores the address of the first node. First, identify starting address. Next one, fetch the data from the node. Every node have two parts. One is data part, another one is link part. We have to access the data part of every node. That is called fetch. Fetch the data from node and perform the required operation. We have to perform required operation, that is depends on the data type. Next one is advance the pointer to the next node. We have to access the next node. The pointer of the first node, the pointer section of the first node knows the address of the next node, that is advance the pointer to the next node. Next, step 2 and step 3 is repeat until all the nodes are visited. How to know we reach the last node? If the pointer section of the last node have null pointer section of the last node have null pointer, then we know that we reach all the nodes. Until that, we have to access all the nodes. Let's write a algorithm. In the step 1, P back arrow of start. We know that start is a pointer. It stores the address of the first node. P is the node. It is a first node. Assume that P is a first node. Start is a pointer. It stores the address of the first node. See the first step. Move to the first node. How to move? Starting to the pointer. Next, we have to access all the pointers. To access all the pointer, we use while pointer P not equal to null. Then pointer P not equal to null. We know that pointer section of the last node have null pointer up to that. P is a temporary pointer. Here we assign the address of the first pointer. So the pointer section of the node is not equal to null. Then process data part of an P. Then at the same time, P is set to link part of an P, because link part of an P holds the address of the next node, that is assigned to the P. Repeat the iteration. Then in the step 3, return. Stop. So this is the algorithm to traversal in linked list. What we done here? First, set the address to the temporary node P. then P becomes the first node because star stores the address of the first node. Then verify the link part of an P is not equal to null. What is here node? P represents the first node. Link of an P part is not equal to null. Process the data part of an P. Then processing means we have to perform desired operation. The operation depends on the data type. Then see this step, advance the pointer to the next node. How to advance? We have to access the link part of an P that is assigned to the P. In the next step, again, link part of an P stores the address of the next node. That is again compared with it is not equal to null. If it is not equal, then process the data part, move on to the next node. So like this, we have to access all the nodes. When it reaches the null pointer, that is the end of an linked list. So stop. So this is the algorithm for traversal. Let's discuss inserting a node at the beginning of the linked list. We have to insert a node anywhere in the linked list. Here anywhere means we have to insert a node at the beginning, we insert a node at the middle of the linked list, or we insert a node at the end of an linked list. Here we just discuss inserting a node at the beginning, inserting a node at the end. Already we know that structure of linked list. This is the structure of linked list. Here we inserting a node at the beginning of the linked list. At the beginning of the linked list means here we insert a new node. See the position of node. What are the process to insert a new node? See here, create a new node. Here we create a new node. Fill data into the data field of the new node. Node have two parts, one is data part, another one is link part. Here we store the data, that is the procedure to mark its next pointer field as a null. Okay, or mark its next pointer field as null, or we store the address of the first node, because the first node address is assigned to the pointer P. For the link part, we have to store the address of the start, because here is a join, here we have to join, then this is assigned to pointer section. So we have to store the address of the first node to the newly created node, but the address of the first node is assigned to the start node, so we have to assign starting address to the address of link part of the first node. Then attach this newly created node to the start. Then the address of the first node is assigned to start. Finally, make the newly node as the starting node. So these are the procedures to the inserting a new node. See the procedures. Create a new node. First we create a new node. Fill the data part. We have to assign the information to the data part of newly created node. Then mark its next pointer field as null. This pointer field as null. Attach this newly created node to the start. How to attach newly created node to the start? First we have to store the address of start to the newly created node. Then the address of the newly created node to the start. Make the newly node as the starting node. Let's write a algorithm. In the step 1, first create a new node, that is P back arrow of new node. After creating a new node, for the data part of a new node, we have to fill the data. That is step 2, for the data part of P, we have to fill the data. Okay, here data means any value, it may be data or an number. Data or number, any value we have to assign. After that, we have to store the address of the first pointer to the link part. That is step 3, link part of an P. First, for the data part, we assign the number. For the link part, we store the address of the first node. But the address of the first node is in starting point, hence which is assigned to the start. See here, for the data part, we assign the number. For the link part, we assign the address of the first node, that is starting address. Then the address of the first node is assigned to the link part. Then we have to make this node address to the starting address. So for that, for the step 4, start back arrow of P. P address is assigned to the starting node. That is the step 4. Make the new node as a starting node. Then just return. Step 5, return. So these are the procedures to insert a new node at the beginning. What we done here? First we create a node. Here node is P. While creating the P, both parts are data part and link parts are empty. For the data part, we assign the number or value. For the link part, we store the address of the first node, but the address of the first node, it is in the starting pointer, hence we have to assign the starting pointer to the link point. We know the operations on pointers. We have to copy the content of one pointer to another pointer. Here we store the address of first node. It is in pointer start, that is assigned to the link part of a new node. Link part of a new node. Then the first address is assigned to the newly node, link part. First node address is assigned to the newly created link part node. Then we make it as this is the first node. When it becomes first node, if it stores the address of first node in a starting pointer, start pointer, then newly created node becomes a first node. For that, here is a new node P that is assigned to the starting. That is assigned to the start, where start is a pointer. Then return. So this is the algorithm where start is a pointer, P is a newly created node, data is a information field, link is a pointer field. Then this is the algorithm for inserting a node at the beginning. Let's discuss inserting a node at the end of an linked list. It is easy to insert a node at the end of an linked list. What are the procedures here to insert a linked list at the node at the end of a linked list? First, we have to identify the last node. How to identify the last node? Just we have to traversal in linked list. Already we know that how to traversal in linked list. Once we know the last node of a linked list, create a new node. After creating a new node, for the data part, assign the value. For the link part, assign the null value. Then attach that node to the last node of a linked list. That is, see here, it is a starting address, that is a pointer, starting pointer. Then these are the nodes. Assume that there is a 3 nodes, N1, N2, N3. We have to insert a new node at the end. This is the new node. Here the name of the new node is capital letter N. Then we use a temporary node, that is P. Just to trace the algorithm, it is an algorithm. First, beginning of the algorithm, it is a pointer start. Then in the step 2, we have to traversal. This is for traversing. Traversal in linked list. How to traversal? Say P is equal to start. P is a temporary node. For the temporary node, we assign the starting address. If P is not equal to null, just move on to the next node. Say next to the P. Link part of an P, that is next to the P. and while. So P reaches the last node. What is P here? It is a temporary node. It is used to traversal in a linked list. If this condition is false, means P node reaches the last node. Basically here it is a null, then these are the number of nodes. When P reaches the last node, then we create a new node. It is for creating new node. Creating a new node. How to create? N equals new node. Name of the new node is n. Here it is a new node. Then for the data of n, we assign the item. For this portion, we assign the item. Then for the link of an n, for the link part of an new node, we assign the null value. Here we assign the null value. Then for the link of an p, what is p here? We traversal in the linked list. Then this is the p. For the link of an p means this is the link of an p. Then for that position, we assign the address of newly created node. This address is stored here. Then this is the insertion of new node at the end of an linked list. These are the procedures. See, first beginning of the linked list. First we traversal in the linked list by assigning a temporary variable p. P is a temporary node. It stores the address of the first node. Then traversal in the linked list. If link part of an p is not equal to null, just move on to the next node. When it reaches the last node, it terminates. When it terminates, if p is not equal to null, returns false. If it is returns false, means it is in temporary last node. If it is last node, then create a new node. Name of the new node is n. For the data part of a new node, we assign the value, that is item. For the link part of a new node, we assign the null pointer because it is the last node. Assign the null pointer. Then for the temporary node p, link part of an temporary node p, assign the address of newly created node. N is a newly created node. Assign the address of newly created node to the link part of an p. So this is the link part of an p. For this position, assign the address of the newly created node. For example, if it is 200, if it is 201, then if it is 204, if it is 205, then when this statement executes, link of an p which is equal to n, the 205 is stores here, 204 here, then 201 here, 200 here. Pointer stores the address of the first node, it easily access the first node. Link part stores the address of the next node, 201, it easily access the 201. It stores the address of the next node, that is 204, easily access the 204. Then 204 stores the address of 205, it easily access the 205. But 205 link part stores the null because it is a newly inserted node. So it is an algorithm to insert a node at the end of an linked list. In the next video, we discuss how to delete a node from the beginning and how to delete a node from the end of an linked list. Thank you.